Cool. All right, let's do this. Okay. So today we are doing Zodiac Day 7, I think it is. Lots and lots of attempts now. I now have the level in 6 runs. Hi Henry. And we are looking to get it done in fewer runs and make some more progress from 0. Disable preview. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. I played this level for like 2.5 hours yesterday. It was awesome. I just got home from work and had a bit of oatmeal, so I gotta warm up because it is cold outside. Even the office is kept pretty darn cold. So Aqua, hi. The office was really cold today, as always, so I had on like a sweater and this t-shirt under the sweater and a hoodie over it, and I was still cold. That's what estrogen does to you, I guess. I'm really excited that I finally learned the whole level, because learning levels is my least favorite part of the process. It's the part I actively dislike just because it's really not exciting. It's kind of frustrating when you can't do a part even close because you just have to create the muscle memory from scratch. But now I know the whole level, and the journey now is building up consistency. Gosh, I cannot do NLEX today. Good to know, good to know. Okay, I need to practice. Like, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna get there today, so might as well practice a section that I'm actually going to play. This robot is really, really hard. I'm still kind of getting used to all of its little quirks. And I have to really lock in to beat it. I assume this is one of those sections that's going to get relatively consistent. Hopefully, at least, since it's at 8%. And I'm gonna have to beat it like 100,000 times. In order to beat the level. Because at least right now, I'm just really bad at this robot. And I've heard that it's a rather tough part. But I'm sure I'll get much, much better at it over time. Doing that double click there is definitely making me a little bit more consistent than I would be Just trying to click twice quickly. Gosh, this screen orb is really hard. Because the spike that you have to go over is a fixed hitbox for some reason. And it's really easy to go too far and hit that little spike, so it's a really particular timing. Like, almost every click in this part is just somewhat more difficult than it looks. Gosh, this might take me a while to warm up. I'm not playing very well right now, which is to be expected. Goodness. This section by Inox is really, really fun. Like, the clicks are so satisfying. If I want to go from 0, this robot is the part I really have to practice. Because this is the absolute bottleneck right now. And you can see I'm just dying to this click over and over, because it's really hard. I always do that too early. There we go. This part, Dream Eater, is not hard. I just have to remember where to click early and where to click late in that UFO. I mean, it's just the 3 clicks. Both of them are late, and then the third one is early. I just keep messing it up. This part is, like, fine. And this part is really fun. It doesn't really sync at all, but, you know, it's fine. I just got a huge lag spike there. Rip. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get anywhere from 0 right now, but might as well try. Just keep mixing up. Everything from 0 before that robot is like completely free, basically. Almost, at least. Like, there are timings, but they're not hard. How many attempts? About 15,000. I just finished learning the level, and I have the level in 6 runs. Hopefully after this stream it'll be 5, because I really want to get Shoxidian to Samifying. And this level just really eats up attempts really fast. Like, in this stream, I already have well over 100 attempts. Almost 200, actually. Like, when you're doing runs, you just blow through attempts so quickly. And obviously, a ton of those attempts were just learning the level, because this is a really learny level. At least these parts are supposed to be free. And maybe not locked in. Especially if I just forget to click. What I really need practice on is Shoxidian's part, because it is really, really hard. I really want to get from here to Samifying, which is only 3 sections. I was trying to do it last night and couldn't. And that would mean I have the level in 5 runs, but first I have to actually pass Samifying enough to get to Juho regularly, which is hard. Most people say TNM is the hardest part of the level. I disagree. I think it's Shoxidian. This part is brutal. Is this level as fun as it looks? This level is really fun. There are some parts that are less fun because of just how brutal they are, like this section. But sections like Bionox are really, really fun. Binox is really fun. Juho is really, really fun. Failure is really fun. Marwick's really fun. And then there's some sections like this where I just kind of dread it. I mean, if I wasn't having fun, I would not still be playing the level. And I still haven't, like, fully committed to beating it. Like, if I play it for 30,000 attempts more and I just decide I hate playing it, then I won't anymore. I'm not for sure going for it, I'm gonna play it for as long as I have fun playing it. Until this sunk cost fallacy sneaks up on me, which it will. The second half of this section is just, every click is so unbelievably hard. Like, I have to really lock in to have a chance at passing it. That pink orb is really frustrating, because it's just such a very particular and very tight timing. Oh my gosh, you got 97, jeez. So, any tips for me? No! I was one click away from getting level in 5 runs. 56 to 100, 49 to 100, 38 to 100. Gotcha. Good to know. I mean, I have 70 to 100, but that's not really that much. It's only less than a third of the level. At the moment, I'm just trying to get better at the level as a whole. Because, oh my gosh, this part I cannot do. Geometry Dash is interesting sometimes because there will be clicks where you first learn them and you're just like, this click is so tight, how am I ever going to get consistent at it? It's so unfair. And then you practice it a little bit, and then it's just easy. Like the spider dash orb clicks in Juho, I pass them so much more frequently than I don't. But when I first learned them, they felt so ridiculously tight. It was really frustrating, and now it's just, they're not a problem. Because they didn't get any less tight. I just figured out the click rhythm. ZODIAC is really consistent. Very good to know. Thank you. I have experience speeding one really hard level, but this is a very different level than Limbo. And hopefully it's not going to take anywhere near as long. I have no memory of how long it took me to get Limbo in 5 runs. Well, actually, I didn't really ever have in 5 runs because I got 27 to 100 before I even started learning the first quarter of the level because I'm an insane person. That's just how I used to learn levels. It's definitely not something I'm used to, having a whole 3-minute level where I'm not really good at any of the parts. Because usually by the time I learn the first part, I'm already really, really good at most of the parts. So this is a new experience. In retrospect, I should have given myself a bit of a break before starting stream after getting home from work because I'm a software engineer, and so I was coding for 8 hours, and then I just got home and got right back on the computer, so my eyes are kind of strained. Unfortunately, I don't really have any hobbies that... Well, I guess rock climbing I don't have to strain my eyes, but my other big hobby right now besides Geometry Dash is, and work I guess, is reading, which is, you know, I have to stare at little words on a page. Oh my gosh. Geo Matey, hi, what's up? Currently trying to get Zodiac in 5 runs, which involves Shock City and Disamifying. I've gotten really, really close twice now. Gotta keep choking. Geo, gotcha. I do wish this section was a little more interesting to look at, because I have to spend so much time practicing it because it's so difficult. But unfortunately, the decoration is just a little bit plain, a little bit forgettable. Not to say it's bad or anything, it's just, compared to a lot of the stuff around it, it's not all that interesting to look at. Just a little criticism of a incredibly old level. I'm sure Xander will take that under consideration. I do, like how in older eras of GD, people, like, write their names in their parts. I feel like people don't really do that anymore. They don't signature their parts as often. And I think it's a nice touch. Just, like, seeing this person made this section. As long as I don't do it in the way that Codependence does it, because that's just kind of ugly. The way the names just, like, block the entire screen. Depends on the signature, I guess. Like, if they're really boring, maybe, but, like, that's a cool... Shock is a cool signature there. It's fun when they're hidden, like a little Easter egg, and it's fun when they're very stylized and cool. But it's boring when you just have to look it up to know who made the part. Rip. Yeah, Limbo is cool. It's like very integrated into the level. Almost hard to see, but if you slow it down, you can really see it. Jazor's signature, and the section before, God, I can't even remember who made that part. But the way those signatures are implemented are really, really nice. There we go. Zodiac in 5 runs. Rip. We did it. Guess I can edit title. Where's that to? So 38 to 50. 38 to 55. I'm gonna write that down. So we have 15%, 14 to 40, 38 to 55, 52 to 72, and 72 to 100. I'm not sure which 2 runs I can combine next. Like 15 to 40, or sorry, 0 to 40. That's a big jump. Although, like, there's not any really hard parts in that range, because that's right at the beginning of Samifying. It's just a lot of the level that I have to get through. So that'll just come with time. 38 to 72 would be a big deal, because that includes some of the hardest parts of the level. That includes Shocksidian, Samifying, and TNM, and Failure, all in one run, which is kind of out of my skill range right now. And 52 to 100 is kind of out of the question. I don't know. Maybe I should just try and play more from zero. That's really cool, that Zodiac run. Okay, I think the strat here is practice this robot a little bit more, then just go from zero for a while, see if we can get a couple new bests. I'm at an exciting point in the level where new bests are not that hard to get, because my best is 15, so I'm sure I can get that to be slightly more impressive in this stream. I just need to get better at this robot because it's so hard. There are so many hard clicks in this. At least it's slightly more consistent than last night. Especially because I can combine the double click into just an actual double click with the spacebar, which makes it slightly more consistent for me. Because now it's just one timing instead of two timings dependent on how fast I can click. And I cannot click very fast. That's one of my weaknesses as a player. Like, spam is just out of the question for me. Like, even 7 clicks per second without butterfly clicking is really hard for me to maintain and to get consistently. Lag spike, oh gosh. I'm at least glad that this is a level that I can play on full detail at consistent 240 FPS. Because like Limbo, I had to use ultra low detail mode and it was still laggy. And there's still sections I was just getting really few frames on. So this is a huge relief. I can just appreciate this level and how it looks and not have to sacrifice the visual experience for the sake of gameplay. I keep jumping just a little too late at that click. Maybe that's just a really hard click, and I'm not actually screwing up that bad. The section's kind of hard in my hand just because it's not like I have to click super fast, but I have to maintain a clicks per second of, like, just a pretty high clicks per second continuously. Maybe at some point I'll be able to do this section consistently without having to completely lock in. You remember what I said about this level using a ton of attempts? The stream has been going on for a half hour and I have 430 attempts, which feels like a lot. I mean, I'm sure that number will increase much slower once I'm going from 0 and better at the level. Like, if I can get to the job regularly, the attempt count will go up very slowly. I'm gonna go from 0 just for a little bit. Let's see how I do. Hi, Logsturda, what's up? What's my hardest? My hardest is Limbo. As a jump from Sunset Sandstorm because I am insane and make bad decisions sometimes. For reference, my current second hardest is Frozen Cave. So I guess I'm trying to do a nice in-between. What do you mean sometimes? I generally make pretty good decisions. How are the Michigan Temple levels? I've beaten Forest Temple, but I haven't beaten any other one. I really hope that robot gets consistent soon, because if it does, then I'll be getting to the drop, like, all the time. It's the only, like, actually hard part before the drop. And if I can start getting to the drop more often, like, honestly, if I can... If that robot didn't exist, I probably would have already gotten like 30 or 40 on this level. Because everything before Shock Obsidian is pretty easy, aside from that one really hard robot. Maybe this is my road to this level in 4 runs, is just getting good at this robot and getting to Shock. Gosh. This robot is ridiculous. Hi, Loire. How's it going? I have Zodiac in 5 runs now, because I got Shock to Samifying today. And I'm now trying to get better at this robot, because it is insane and it is the death of me. And it is making me sad. If I can get really good at this robot, then I'm going to start getting a lot farther and be able to actually get a new best that isn't a little bit embarrassing. I'm just gonna go from 0 again, see if I can do anything at all. Oh, I'm still in practice mode. Oh my gosh. 2 clicks before the drop. It's not like the next section between the robot and the drop is free. Obviously I'm dying there a lot, but it at least feels fair. No, the robot doesn't not feel fair, it's just a lot harder. The section is, I think, well designed, it's just harder than I would like it to be. There are very few sections in this level that I feel like are poorly designed. The first that comes to mind, and maybe the only one, is Penuto. I just feel like a lot of the difficulty comes from like blind timings and awkwardness that just really is not necessary. And I think that it would have been better to have that section be as hard, but with actual difficulty and not fake difficulty. But there isn't that much of that in this level, luckily. Maybe a little bit in Shoxidian, because Shoxidian is just ridiculous. Yay! New best. Just barely. Second time getting to the drop. That's good. Binox is honestly one of my favorite sections of the level. It's really fun to look at, and it's really fun. This whole drop part is just really nice, because it's not very hard, and it's just fast-paced and fun. Anyways. This level eats up attempts so fast, already at 520. Lord Vadercraft told me that I would definitely beat this level in under 100k. Let's hope that that's true. What time is it for you, Loire? Isn't it like midnight or something? Jeez, maybe I am getting better at that robot. Okay. An hour earlier than I thought. I'm just playing this to unwind after work. I want to play ZODIAC, I want to relax for a bit. Relax my eyes, definitely, because I've worked for 8 hours on a computer, and now I'm playing ZODIAC. I want to do some fun activity that rests my eyes, and then I want to read. And that sounds like a nice evening. Oh, come on. Something definitely clicked, because I'm like actually passing that robot now. Yeah, I basically got home, took off my backpack, made a bit of oatmeal, and started stream. I should start setting stream for like 6:30 instead of 6, because as of now, I get home like a few minutes before 6. And like, I had the commute home from work at least. I walked to the train, rode the train for like 5 minutes, and then walked from there to home, which is like a half-hour commute. It's about, to or from work, it's a half hour from my apartment to my cubicle. Yeah, it's a good commute. It's considering that I don't have to drive at all. Most of my commute is walking. And I only have to cross 2 actual intersections, but neither of them are very bad at all. I almost wish I spent more time on the train, though, so I could do something like read. But with 5 minutes on the train to work and from work, that's just like, I'm on the train for so little time. It's not worth trying to do anything. Gosh, that one click keeps killing me. And I always click late, but then when I try to adjust for that, I just click too early. So I'm inclined to think it's just a really tight click, but maybe I'm making it harder than it has to be. I feel like I want more hobbies that don't strain my eyes. Because my work is coding on a computer. I play a lot of Geometry Dash, which is very straining on the eyes, and I really love reading. Maybe I should just be more open to audiobooks. I just really like being able to fill up my bookshelf. As nice as audiobooks are for being able to like multitask, it is kind of nice to just like sit down with the book and put my full focus into the book and just turn physical pages, not focus on anything else, just give my mind a break. Oh, Good job on Sonic Wave Unlimited. Or rather, good luck on beating it. Sonic Wave levels tend to be pretty polarizing. Auditory Breaker for me, as a new hardest, was an awful experience, just because it took so damn long. But beating Sonic Wave a few months ago as a third hardest was a great time. It took me like 10,000 attempts, and had fun the whole time. Yay! 19%. A little bit of a dumb death, but I'm happy to be making progress. Lol, okay. Okay, cool, 23. Another, no, that's a reasonable death. Literally, wait, those were literally back-to-back. Those were back-to-back attempts. That's really funny. Okay, can we do 3 in a row? No. RIP. This is so sad. Alexa, play with fire. I told y'all that once I start getting better at that robot, it would be so over for this level. It also helps that Bionox is not that hard. Like, it's tricky, but it feels very fair, and it's really fun. Lewis, what do you need to borrow money for? I love doing an excessive number of clicks when I don't have to in a wave. For 5 gifted subs. Luar, you should get a job. It's really nice to have spending money. Lewis, have you ever thought that maybe you're actually his sidekick? And you just didn't realize it? It's a great pay of... Luar, I want you to know that I read that in your voice. It's great pay of $0 an hour. But add on a Portuguese accent, lower pitch, a little bit of sadness behind the eyes. I actually don't think Luar should sell himself. Well, I mean, you know, it's your body. Do what you want. Just be safe. Act with caution. My guess on the voice acting industry is figuring out how to voice act is hard, but what's harder is actually getting clients who are willing to pay for your services. I would imagine it's one of those professions where most of the job is the business side of it. Like, unless you're a really established voice actor, then you could just tell an agent to do it all for you. Oh my gosh, I just forgot to click. Dumb little me. Luar, you should guest star on The Amazing Digital Circus. I think just for one episode, Luar, you should do the voice of Pomni. And don't even put on a voice, just do your normal voice. With like a really shitty mic. I think that would be really fun. My friends and I went to the mall yesterday, and we went to a Barnes & Noble, and I saw a book called Alchemized that I have now ordered, and I want to read. And apparently it is like a devastating book, and I'm so excited to read it after what I'm currently reading, because it's been a while since I've read a book that just tears me apart. I want to hurt. I want to feel something. Brandon Sanderson books are fun, but you can generally expect them to have a happy ending, or at least, like, the good guys win in the end. And, like, there are moments where I cry, but I want a book that just rips me apart, where I'm, like, not okay afterwards. And judging from some reviews, Alchemized is a book that fulfills that to an extent. And it's like 1,000 pages, and I'm really excited. I don't want to read nonfiction, though, because then I'm, like, learning stuff. And my whole thing is that after work, I don't want to think. I have to be so smart for work. I want to get home and just be stupid for the rest of the day. And reading nonfiction makes me not stupid. What I need is some of that stupid sauce from episode 4 of The Amazing Digital Circus. It's such a relief to be stupid when I get home from work. Like, at work, I'm like, Ember, C#, CSS, HTML. When I get home, though, I'm just like, I don't know words, I don't know language, I don't know nothing. I'm just a critter. Yes, multiply my IQ by -1. That's how I feel whenever I'm around you two. Introduce Dib into the picture and it's by -2. Is it negative? Yeah, it's an extra order of magnitude each, actually. One of you, -1. Two of you, -10. Three of you, -100. God, it's after hours. I'm not at work anymore. Why do I still know what an order of magnitude is? That's like a word that means something. Okay, what do I want to practice? Oh god, I do not want to play Shock right now. Nothing would make me less happy than playing Shock. I don't understand people who say TNM is the hardest part of the level. Like, it's really hard for sure, but compared to Shock, it's like fine. I think it would be cool to do Failure to the end. I mean, 61 to 100 would be a really cool run. Lol. I do not remember that transition. It's kind of been a while since I really practiced the end of this level. Maybe I should de-rust with 75 to 100. Maybe I should de-rest with just doing this one part of the level. Penito is difficult. Yeah, and Lex is not gonna happen all the way from there. It does not help that my eyes are starting to just completely defocus from so much computer time today. My goodness. Trying to decide whether I want this to be a normal size stream or not. Because, like, I feel fine, but my eyes are starting to need a break from the computer. Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna end stream now. Like, I feel pretty good. I can play just fine. And I kind of want to, it's just my eyes are... It was a bad idea to work an 8-hour shift at the office and then immediately come home and try and stream ZODIAC. Especially when my eyes were already tired from playing so much yesterday. So yeah, see y'all later. Have fun being not watching this stream. I know how sad it is whenever you're away from me. Love you lots.